Hey Taurus, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be doing a reading for the month of January. Welcome to 2026. We have left the era of the snake where we shed all the horrible things so we don't bring them into the new year, which is the year of the fire horse, which is new beginnings, fire, passion, freedom, kind of getting like the abundance that we rightfully deserve, because we did kind of go through like 9 years of turmoil, I want to say. If you guys follow that, I'm sure you could probably find that on like Instagram or TikTok or whatever. But they do talk about it as like been 9 years of very difficult situations and learning and pushing through, where now it's kind of going to be light and easier and kind of like already learn the life lessons that we need to so that we can prosper in the next season. So let's go ahead. We'll pull some past, present, and future to kind of see what we have in store for us. Just remember, this is a general reading, so if it doesn't resonate, totally okay. Just leave for those that need to hear it and come back for the next month's reading. But let's go ahead and see what the vibe is for January for Taurus. Oop, that flipped, so we'll use that one. So we have the patron, mentorship, and finances. So I see beauty in this. I feel like there's a chance to, and a lot of you guys might be kind of like in the work area where it's like you want to manifest beautiful things for your job, career. Maybe you guys want a promotion, but it does feel like there is something that you kind of, in 2026, it feels like it's going to progress. But I feel like coming into this month, there is a sense of opportunities to kind of either have a conversation about a promotion, what do I need to do to be promoted? There's an opportunity to teach someone, and it's almost like a managerial kind of like institution situation. And I feel like there's a significant jump from here to here. That's what I'm getting. And it doesn't have to be, but again, like I do get a sense of like finances coming up. So there's abundance coming in your way financially. Maybe you get a raise. Again, it does come with more responsibilities, but there's something in that like you've been waiting for it and it just makes the most sense and it fits. I'm also getting like family ties to this. Maybe a change in finances, like you get married, your finances come together. Maybe you're bringing in a new life, so finances are going to be a little different. There's nothing negative about that, though. I just want to preface, it's just there's change. There's something different that's coming in. So let's go ahead. We'll pull some past, present, and future. Just remember, whatever comes up in the present, is what's going on today, right? And energetically, that shows up what your future is supposed to look like. That's what whatever you're going through presently is what's going to help you, like what's going to tie to your future. So if you don't like what your future is, you're going to have to tweak what's going on in the present so that you align with something better and something that you want. So I always say that because I just want you to know that you are in charge of your own destiny. You create that. That is your storyline. We'll just do that. Okay, sure. We're just gonna do it up backwards. I never did that, but that's fine. That's how we're gonna do it. You're in control of your destiny. Everything about what happens like in the middle, I feel like are moving pieces. And I never want you to feel like you're stuck. So yeah, like your future will be what it is if you don't make any changes. But if you want something different, you have the energy and the power to do that. That's yours. Again, you write your own story. Let's go ahead and jump in here and see what's going on in the past. So we have the Empress, we have the Ace of Cups, and then we have the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like everyone closed off the last year, 2025, with like a bang. I do get a sense of you had some kind of opportunity, something beautiful that happened emotionally towards the end of the year. Whether it was like, and this feels like a relationship thing. So if you are starting to date again, there's an opportunity for that. Maybe you met someone new. Maybe there's something there that's like, sparking your interest, but it does feel very solid and it's bringing like the butterflies in your stomach. It is very like emotional and happy and beautiful. And there's some balance and harmony. So there's that opportunity that came in. And it also feels like you have, for the past years, okay, like we're talking about those 9-year period, it could be only like, we're just gonna encompass 2025 on its own. There's a sense that you have been through so much that you have literally created a world for yourself by yourself where you have brought stability, emotionally, physically, mentally, that like for you to open up this door for another emotional thing to come in is a lot. And there's beauty in that because there's strength that you were, okay, let me open up and have someone kind of rock my world for a second. And at this point, I don't like the past, it doesn't feel like anything's changed except for the fact that you've become more open and receive. Instead of like chasing, you're attracting. And so things are coming in and you're like, you know your worth, you know what you deserve, and I feel like you're like basically like, I need to be taken care of. And I need to see that love before I even commit to giving you anything from myself. And there's almost a beauty in that because there's growth, because you have gone through so much and you have put up walls. So the fact that you've opened up in the past is beautiful. So the end of 2025 was like you're turning a new leaf, and now we're looking at the present. Oh, which is like beautiful here. So we have the Four of Swords, we have the Four of Wands, and we have Emperor energy. So I get a sense of whatever happened in the past to kind of get you like, get you to a point where you kind of had to build yourself up again. There, that chapter is completely closed. So it could be like whether it was a person, people, work, whatever that situation was is done. Like it's never coming back. I don't see it rearing its head. I also feel like you're done defending yourself because it has something to do with defending yourself, in a sense where you have been like, let's just say you are in the right. I don't know your situation. You're trying to consistently prove that you're right. And it's like, there's no reason to do that because they're always going to have their own story and their own narrative. So they kind of gave up on that and let them have their narrative, which is beautiful. And I don't know, this could be a situation, this could be a person, but there's someone that's coming in or something that's coming in that is bringing in stability. And I don't know, I'm going to just do like, I don't know why. I'm getting a sense that there's someone that's coming in dating wise. And I feel like this person is showing you so much strength. And I don't know why, but I feel like you've always been a dominant person. Um and this is funny because this is Emperor and it's also Taurus. So I feel like you've always, it might be Aries. I'm sorry. Correction. It feels very like very stubborn. There's someone that's coming in and you are not the one that takes care of things. This person is now coming in and taking care of things and taking care of you. And that's where this Empress energy. So this person is coming in because you kind of manifested that in the past. And this person is now coming in kind of like taking the reins. Maybe they're the ones planning dates. Maybe they're the one that's planning getaways and trips or things to do or whatever. And you were the type that always had to do that. And now it's like you can kind of just relax. I call it being a passenger princess because that was my era. I had to take care of everything, and now I'm at a person who like is the one that drives, is the one that plans things, is the one that takes care of everything, and I'm just like passenger princess, right? So I get that energy right now, and there's something like you guys are probably going somewhere together. Maybe you guys are going together for New Year's, and there's just something that this is like new within this situation, within this person, within this situation. Again, places where this makes sense because it doesn't have to be a relationship. It could be friendships, it could be family, could be a work situation, right? But I'm getting a lot of you guys are kind of like this new person coming in because um, it does feel like an emotional thing, but I am getting a sense of change, and I'm getting a sense, I don't know why, but there's almost like a back and forth with this person where you guys are a good match is what I'm getting. And that's probably where this mentorship is coming in because you guys are like back and forth. And I think you guys have like the strength that it takes to get through this relationship where you both are hard-headed, if that makes any sense. So it could be like you're, an Aries sign and a Taurus sign like together. That's kind of where I'm vibe is kind of vibing. But there is a sense of like the back and forth, the give or take. And I think this person, you're successful. And I feel like this person is just as successful. So there's like a like you guys are on the same level. So there's something within this that if you guys come together and make it and it works out, that there's like you guys are like the power couple. So if you guys are like thinking that already, like and keep manifest, because I feel like, oh, like if it did work out, like we would be a really good power couple. Like, you know, like go with that, because there's something along that has to go with that. It feels like a good match to me. It almost feels like you're almost already thinking about the future, but it's too soon. Like you're like already thinking about like, I'm gonna get married to this person, like he's perfect, she's perfect. Like there's something within that too. So I don't know, go with that energy. Let's see what's going on with in the future, because there's oh, beautiful. Yeah. Holy moly. Yeah. This person feels very right. So, and the or situation, right? It doesn't have to be a person, but so we have the Chariot, the Three of Cups, Justice. There is momentum moving within this person. Things that like you have experienced in the past in relationships, you never thought you were going to get within this one. And this relationship feels so balanced. It doesn't feel real, and I feel like you think that there's going to be a catch. So I honestly feel like wedding bells are like ringing in my head. I think this might be the person. I think that there's a strong future with them if you guys kind of stay aligned, because there is momentum. I think you guys maybe aren't really serious, not serious, but didn't make it official. And I feel like there's something official happening in the future. So if that's something that you're kind of thinking about or unsure, I'm really seeing that being because the chariot is momentum. Like there's a dis talk, like you know what you want. Now it's what this person wants. And I do get a sense that y'all are ready to just like take off and pivot to the future. And that I see celebration coming through already. Justice card, like everything karmic, energetically karmic is like just lining itself up. This is like one of the most beautiful readings, Taurus. I'm so excited for you. I think you have like completely left 2025 in the past, and it's new era. Like I feel like you smell the air is different. Like there's some kind of shift energetically, and I think you feel it. So I love this for you guys. So if this message does resonate, definitely like some surprise and subscribe. I can't talk. So you don't miss another one of these, especially because again we're trying to align ourselves perfectly for the year, and the next month, you know, I want to see what happens with this person. But thank you guys. Also, I do want to say I'm writing a book. It's like my new baby, and it's not any like informative things. It is a romantasy. It's got like sci-fi adventure in it, and it's about a girl and like she's just plopped into a new kind of world trying to figure herself out, and it's all about energy. So I talk about that a lot, and it's like kind of how I believe in like the things that I believe in spiritually. And there's so many like things around there that I think are just so, I don't know, like so insightful, and it just aligns with everything that's happening in our world and stuff. So I have had such a fun time writing it. At some point I'm going to post it for free online. Would love you guys to check that out at some point, so I'll let you know when that happens. But I'm just giving you a heads up because it really is like my new baby right now, and I appreciate you guys so much for supporting me for as long as you guys have, because it's going to be a year next month since I started this journey, and I love every moment of this and being like part of your like year, because it's been a journey. We've been through a lot, guys. So I appreciate you. Thank you for coming back, and I'll see you guys next one. Bye.